I have been sharing on my Facebook page opportunities about Ireland. I really want to share about recruiters, about recruitment agencies whenever I see one. But today I thought, well, this is a big opportunity, and disclaimer, I'm not a representative of that organization. So I've been sharing about the MMA Recruitment Agency, which is a healthcare recruitment agency that recruits the world over, and it recruits for the UK, recruits for Ireland and other European countries, and even the Americas. However, today's video is about Ireland. The reason why I'm so excited about this opportunity is because MMA has been recruiting since, I don't know, a long time ago. But what drew my attention to make this video is the fact that they are actually targeting caregivers that are already in the UK. Now, that is a very big opportunity. If you're a migrant and you're in the UK, we've spent so much time, especially last year, talking about the immigration rules, and it's continuing. We are in limbo. So here is an opportunity where it's not as easy as we would want it to be, but at least there is clarity, and I'm going to go into the details of the system in Ireland. And disclaimer, I'm not an immigration agent. I'm only sharing information based on my research and based on the things that I see, and also from feedback from other people that have followed the same route. Some of you will be asking, what is it that, who actually is the target for this MMA recruitment agency? At the moment, they are targeting, be it nurses, be it healthcare support workers, healthcare assistant, caregivers. If you are in the UK, this opportunity is one that you need to look into. You may say, well, it's not for me, but it's worth looking into. That's why I thought I'll come here and share this video with all of you, because I have actually been looking, and I thought of the people that came to the UK. If you fall into that group of people that came to the UK after the spring declaration in 2024, where they said, well, caregivers could still come to the UK but would not be able to have their dependents over, this opportunity should be something that you can be thinking about. Of course, we know that at the moment the Home Office is actually contemplating changing the indefinite leave to remain timeline from the 5 years that they had promised people. I came in 2022, and one of the things that drew me to this country was the fact that after 5 years I would gain my indefinite leave to remain. However, things have changed in a big way. Things have just literally moved so quick, and still a decision hasn't been made, but we're still in limbo, and that is very concerning. Also, if you are in the UK and you're a caregiver, and obviously you are on 60 days, this is something that you would want to look on. You haven't been deported, you haven't been told you need to leave the country. This is something that you need to think seriously about. It could be an opportunity for you. Go on their website. I'll share the link to their website in the description so that you can do your own research. If you fit as well in the group of people who are single, you don't have dependents, you don't have family, and you're in the UK, and you are wanting to explore Ireland, one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this opportunity about Ireland is the fact that Ireland, it gives you a general work permit, which is a 2-year work permit. After those 2 years, you go on to another permit till the 4th year, and then in your 5th year you get your citizenship, indefinite leave to remain. I'll go into details just shortly. Many of you would want to know the requirements. So part and parcel of the requirements obviously is caregiver experience. If you are already in the UK as a caregiver, you already have got that on your side. Qualification, your care certificate, your NVQs would really give you an edge over others, because remember, they're recruiting internationally. So the fact that they are targeting the UK tells you something obviously about the quality of the people that they're looking at, all the experience that you have put together over the years, all the training that you have had over the years. Also part and parcel of what they require obviously is your English proficiency. You need to have your IELTS. I'm not too sure whether they would require you to bring your IELTS, should be valid, the 2-year valid IELTS, or you can present the old one. I haven't gone thus far talking to them, but it's something that you can actually look into. If you're already in the UK, don't let this opportunity pass you by. One of the reasons why I like to talk so much about recruitment agencies is because that's how I managed to come to the UK. I reached out to a recruitment agency back in 2022, and that time they were recruiting for employers that are already in the UK, but at the moment they are not doing that. So many of you would want to know where recruitment agencies like MMA would fit in. So what they do is they connect you with Irish employers. They guide you through the visa application process, and also they support your relocation journey. It's literally, they hold your hand through the whole process. They help with job offers and interviews as well. So it's worth really hopping onto. I was about to tell you about my relocation to the UK. Initially, I was just putting out as many applications as I could, and this was back in 2022. So apparently one of the places that I applied to was a recruitment agency. So they scheduled an interview with me, and they held the initial interview where they told me, well, we are interviewing and then we would signpost you to the many different companies that are in the UK that we work with. So I did the initial interview with them. They checked my paperwork, they checked my readiness, and from there I was signposted to a prospective employer that they saw fit my needs, my situation, because they'll be asking you about your family situation and things like that. So from there I held another interview with their employer themselves, and then that's how I came to the UK. So I love these recruitment agencies, especially the reputable ones. One of the things that I want to share with you is when recruitment starts like this, there is a big chance to be scammed. You need to do your due diligence. If you're looking for opportunities abroad, you need to do your due diligence. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and said, well, we had the UK is recruiting for caregivers. At the moment, the UK care worker visa pathway is closed. So if you hear anybody saying I'm recruiting for the UK, or if they ask for money, please do not pay money. And also, there are things that you can tell this is a reputable recruitment agency. Do not ask for money from you. I was never asked to pay when I was linked to this job opportunity by a recruitment agency. They didn't ask me to pay anything. So be linked by a recruitment agency. They didn't ask me to pay anything. So be very, very careful when it comes to that. Be very vigilant when it comes to scammers, people that would want to fleece you of your hard-earned money. Obviously, I know a lot of people will be weighing, is it worth it for me to go to Ireland or to stay in the UK under the circumstances? I would say your circumstances well. Part and parcel of the requirements from the Irish immigration system for them to grant you the work visa, to grant you the work permit, is you need a job offer. And also in that offer, you should be earning between 32 to 36,000 euros. Now, how much that will be in pounds, we're talking about maybe between 13 to 15 pounds an hour. And an hour, some organizations would pay more based on experience and expertise, and also your qualifications. Having been in the UK for this long, some people have gone on to acquire UK qualifications, specialist caregiver qualifications. So depending on your experience and expertise, you may get a chance to even be paid more. Also, there's something that I want to say when it comes to making those decisions to relocate. There's a certain group of people that I hardly want to talk about publicly because it's a very controversial issue. We all know what's happening with UK marriages, UK unions for migrants. A lot of people have fallen out in their marriages. A lot of people have had their partners remove them from their visas. This is an opportunity for you to relocate elsewhere as a caregiver without you thinking, oh, I'm going to be deported, I'm going to be sent home, I'm going to become illegal in the country. So make hay while the sun shines. Do your research and see how this would fit into your whole journey, into your whole diaspora journey, because at the end of the day, the goals still remain. What we came for still remains at the table. We came for opportunities. We came to make a life for ourselves. We have goals. We've got dreams. Nothing should stop us from dreaming. One of the things that I always share when I speak to people is the fact that this is the land of opportunities. And some of those opportunities are opportunities that are then opened or unlocked elsewhere. It doesn't mean that all of us are going to achieve status here, achieve success in this country. Some of us are in transit. Some of you are meant to gain this experience, gain these qualifications, and transition into other countries. I've been speaking to people that are already on their way to other countries, and I'm going, wow, people are doing things out there. So Ireland is one of those countries that you can actually relocate just as a caregiver without you having done even so much. However, I shall be sharing on this platform other opportunities that are open if you've been in the country for a while, and I'll also be sharing and bringing in people that have got so much to share about how they've transitioned to go into other countries just through the UK. So I'm excited for this opportunity, guys. There is a question that kept popping in my comments when I posted about this opportunity on my Facebook. The issue of dependence. With Ireland, if you're on a general employment permit, which is where most of us caregivers fit into, you will not be able to relocate with your dependents till after a year. So it's that opportunity that says you come and work first and then you can bring your dependents. A lot of people will be weighing in and say, well, what do I do with my dependents? Again, look at your situation, look at your circumstances. Don't generalize circumstances. For some people, we have to take those bold decisions to say, well, I know I came with my children, but where I am at probably is not as ideal. Maybe I'll have to return them back home whilst I go and settle in Ireland. Your circumstances. Guys, this is the one thing that I always emphasize. Relocation is personal. Relocation decisions are decisions that are personal. Those are decisions that we can't make as a group, we can't make collectively, because we are in different circumstances. So you understand your circumstances and your situation best. But this is a lucrative opportunity. I know a lot of people did leave their children behind when they were leaving their home countries to come to the UK. I'm one of those people that did it, though I didn't leave them for that long, but I think I left them for about 4 months. I've shared in a video, it's on here. If you want to find courage and find how I navigated that and how I made that decision, do go on my YouTube channel here and watch that video. And also don't forget to subscribe if you're looking for opportunities, if you're looking for career progression and growth. 4 years into this journey, I've got amazing stories and experiences to share with you. As far as this journey has been, a lot of changes, a lot of upgrades, a lot of growth and learning, which is worth sharing as a community. If we want to progress, one of the things that I do like to share a lot whenever I speak to people is the fact that, you know what, we don't have to invent the wheel. If somebody has done it before, you can learn from their journey. You can learn from how they navigated their journey. That's what makes us special as a community. That is what makes us special as a tribe. When you want other people to succeed through your journey, through your mistakes, through your failures, and through your successes as well. Still, I know some people will be like, what are the benefits, Flo, of me really moving from the UK to Ireland? There are so many benefits. One of those benefits is the fact that after 2 years, you get what they call the stamp 4. It's an open permit that allows you to work in different sectors. Now, when we compare it to the UK, 5 years you still have to be a carer, and if we are to transition into the 15-year rule, somehow Ireland looks like it is an option, honestly, especially if you're someone who has got previous experience in something, you are someone who want to transition and try other things. Young people, this opportunity is really for you, but it requires boldness. At times it requires making those bold decisions to say, you know what, I'm gonna go, you know what, you have to go home and do something, or you have to go maybe on a student visa. Or there are options, guys. There are options. Not everyone has to go, especially if you are a couple with no children, or if your children are back home, or if you're willing to have your kids back home for a while. There are options. After 5 years, there is a chance that you get Irish permanent residence, or you're on a citizenship pathway. And also another benefit is Ireland is part of the EU, so you get EU access, whereas us in the UK, because of Brexit, because the UK is not part of the EU, you have to do visas and all sorts. So there are long-term benefits to this pathway. It's not just another move, another this and that. It is an opportunity that is worth exploring. So guys, that is all I had for you about this opportunity. If I find more information about it, if you have got any questions, put them in the comments, whatever that you want to know about the island route. At the moment, the one thing that I want you guys to explore and look into is a healthcare recruitment agency. I'll put the link in the description. Guys, don't let opportunities pass you by. I always say this when I speak to people, to say, you know what, there are people who watched this UK caregiver route. When it started, they were thinking, oh, is it true? Is it genuine? I was one of them. When it started, I was like, is this real? Is this even happening? Until I started seeing other people go. And before you know it, the pathway closed. Why does other people still want to come on board? And also, if you are abroad, suppose you're not in the UK, it's worth reaching out to you're in South Africa, you're in Botswana, you're in Zambia, you are wherever. Reach out to and they will, through their process, ask all the questions. They know best. They will guide you better. But all I know is Ireland is in need of caregivers at the moment, partly because of their aging, people not wanting to do care. I've seen it firsthand that people nowadays, especially citizens, it's a land full of opportunities. They've got other things that they can do. So it is an opportunity for some of us, for some of you. If you've watched this video this far, sit down, do your research, make that bold decision, and we will see you in Ireland. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.